Okay, just doing a quick setup video here, partially as a response to another gentleman on YouTube who I stole a few ideas from and gave me the inspiration to actually reorganize all this so it looks a little better. This is mostly for display for the games, but here's what I have right now. Not a heck of a lot, but a couple of, I don't know if this will show up at all, but a couple of bigger names. Yes, that says Super Mario RPG and Final Fantasy II. And then, for those of you who've seen it before, here's where the newer stuff begins. The TV is now up here to make room for the brick and board shelving. This is rather than going out and buying some shelving units or having to custom cut wood or do anything too crazy. I had extra bookshelves laying around and some cinder blocks in the basement, so we did this. So we have 3 generations of Nintendo and 3 generations of Sega. Not sure how this will show up in here, but you can see I have, this is what I blatantly stole from another YouTuber, thank you. And I have these are command stripped and stuck with the poster command strips to the side of the cabinet. And there's a third one back there, you probably can't see it. But so I have these all 3 daisy chained up, and then again chained into this switcher up here. So basically, between flipping switches on these 4 things, I can play any system that's in this cabinet right now. So we have the 2 PlayStations. I have my TurboGrafx 16 and my original Xbox and my knockoff Nintendo sitting over there in the corner. These aren't hooked up because I don't have the power cord for the TurboGrafx. It's plugged into the Sega because it's the same thing. So I need to pick up one of those at some point, and I misplaced my Xbox power cord, so I need to find that. But they're working. They're where they're going to be. And here we have the Atari, and my PSP just happens to be sitting there. And here's a large pile of games for the disc-based systems. The other setup I have here, which you can kind of see here, is that's one of 2 power strips. The other one is hiding back there, which probably isn't showing up at all. Actually, I can barely see it, not on the camera. But there is a power strip back there as well. The way this is set up right now is these are chained together. Normally, this is a big no-no. However, because of everything on here, the only thing, there's never going to be more than 3 things turned on at a time. And that's if we count the Sega CD Genesis combination as 2. So these 3 things will be the most that are ever turned on. So, it's not going to overload anything. The only other thing that might be turned on is this TV if I have, Sports Center or something else on there while I'm playing the old games. And I do have the Xbox 360 out here as well. And you can see this is still a terrible mess, but it's there. So, thank you, Retro Game Tech, for inspiring me to get this all cleaned up, because those of you who've seen it in the last couple months or so, this is far and away better. Oh, down there is where I have the N64 and Nintendo games in some of those little plastic tote things, and those are controllers and accessories stuffed in that extra shelf there that don't get as much use. Zappers, you can see the Super Scope, sensor, rumble pack, things like that end up in there. So, here's what I got. I like it. I think it looks fantastic. Oh, for what it's worth also, yes, liquor. That's not the point though. Rows of various PS2 games and PC games as well that happen to live near the liquor. So, here we go. Again, if anybody has any good ideas on really cheap ways to get those stored, the Sega Genesis games were in that tote over there, but it's kind of tough to get to. It's good for storage, but not so good for use. So I'd like to find a way to stack them over there and keep the Virtual Boy visible. But any ideas are welcome. Thank you guys very much.